Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and today I'm going to be checking out the newest song from Spiritbox. It is called Cellar Door. It's the third single taken from their upcoming EP, The Fear of Fear, which will be fully out on November 3rd. That day is looking to be pretty stacked for this year's releases. I'm very much looking forward to it. In terms of the singles, Jaded is my favorite, but where The Void seemed to be more of a divisive track amongst the discussions I participated in, everything that I saw around discussions with the track, I really liked The Void. It's something that I'm still revisiting as I look forward to the full release. So for me, I haven't been disappointed at all with these singles. I don't think every single song needs to be super complex or needs to have any screaming in it to make it something that I'm looking for. As much as I do enjoy when Spiritbox does that stuff, they have things that are, on the very opposite side of that spectrum that are, some of my favorite pieces of their sound. Anyway, to avoid talking too much, The Fear of Fear will be out on November 3rd. This is the third single, Cellar Door. I will link the music video I'll be using in the reaction portion of this, as well as all of the merch links, support links, social media, all of that for Spiritbox in the description of this video. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Is that with that snare? Oh. Courtney got like that modern Men in Black type of coolness. Oh! The play with that riff leading into this breakdown. Woo! Ooh, it's got that eeriness to it. Unforgiven. Oh, the way that like takes over that outro too. Spiritbox, Cellar Door. Let's discuss. This could absolutely be used as a direct response to kind of what I was talking about in the intro with The Void seeming to be such a divisive track amongst the people who were discussing it and stuff. This is on the exact opposite side of the spectrum from that. My first impression of it is it has some of that old Spiritbox sound to it. When you know, it feels like the new era of Spiritbox still, but having some of those more like ambient leads and some of the like stuff that I mentioned, how the outro really plays on the eeriness that kind of works into what I'm talking about, I think, to where it just completely takes over that outro. As I had mentioned, the song has a super weird chorus to it, not in a bad way at all. It's just very much a different approach, a different structure when you're looking at the people who weren't happy with The Void. And again, I just want to mention the fact that I personally really enjoyed The Void on my first listen, but the more that I listened to it, the more into it I was, and now I love the track at this point. Though Jaded will probably, that one's kind of like the middle of the road between the other two singles, this track and The Void. Jaded is probably still going to be my favorite, but this will be it will be right on its tails, I think. But like I mentioned, I'm a big fan of The Void as well, so it kind of gives me like some sort of complexity to kind of ranking these out. It very much will depend on my mood as well, but Courtney's performance on this, and also just to touch on the visuals of this, her outfits in this are insane. Not something that you really see in a lot of the music videos that we're watching on the channel, a lot of the stuff that we're covering. I think when you look at people who wear their influences on their sleeves when it comes to kind of visual stuff, design, Meg from Vex does that a lot. She kind of did some breakdowns for some of their music videos and the outfits that she had that were just a much different style bringing into the music that they were releasing. I think Courtney does something similar, but less so the influences and more her just kind of tapping into whatever style she wants to do, at least from how I see it. A lot of the influences that are used in like outfits and stuff like that, I'm not always the first one to pick up on those, so I could be completely off with that. But when you see stuff that has so much attention to each detail with it, whether it be sonically or be something like this that we're talking about with outfits and stuff, it ends up being something that I mean, everything is kind of depending on the context of it, of course, but in the situations and stuff that like I'm talking about, that tends to be something I love more, and then I'll be looking into like where does that come from. So I think that brings in like a new point of focus for me, whereas before the channel and me watching a music video for most of the things that I listen to and stuff, and I wasn't always seeing and kind of relating or seeing trends and, you know, stuff like that, but doing all of this and seeing the bands that kind of make iconic sort of, you know, it feels a little bit iconic with the shades and the whole, like I mentioned, it's got like that spacey vibe almost. So I'm not gonna get too, sorry, I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here. That breakdown before, I think right before the last chorus might be where it is in terms of song structure. Insane. That is one of my favorite parts of the song. It just has like that over-the-top aggressiveness to it. Feels like that point that it's kind of been building to. Those moments tend to be things that stick out to me when well done, which this undoubtedly was. And I think having the singles that we do from this EP makes it very exciting. Spiritbox is obviously a band who can put out songs like Constance. They can put out songs like Holy Roller. We obviously know that at this point, and it leaves a lot of question marks in between when we're coming up on a release, and I am very stoked for those question marks to kind of be turned into periods or exclamation points, however you want to look at it. That I cannot speak highly enough of that breakdown, though. It is like a neck snapping breakdown, but those details that I'm talking about that bring a little bit of their older sounds, self-titled type of sound to this release, that I love just as much on the other side of things as that big, ridiculous breakdown that is just perfect to me. Like I mentioned, the chorus is kind of wacky. How the outro sort of goes to that eeriness taking over. I really like all of that. As I mentioned, Jaded will remain. At this point, I've only heard the song one time, though, so we'll see after. Like I mentioned, it'll be very close, so with more time and more listens to this, it's very possible that by the time November 3rd rolls around in a couple of weeks, maybe this will be my favorite one. But it's nice to have the options, and it feels like The Void is a track that sort of scratches an itch for a different sort of mood. Yeah, those are really, really my thoughts on first listen. I was somewhat expecting to go into this and have it be that, like, in-your-face, over-the-top heavy when it comes to Spiritbox because of the way the singles have come out thus far. But like I mentioned, when it comes to their new releases and what they've laid down, you never know really which side you're going to get or if it'll be a blend like I feel Jaded is. So I'm very happy with the outcome. It feels like we've got a nice spread for the 3 singles that we've got off this EP so far. I will cover whatever comes next, whether that be November 3rd when the rest of the EP comes out, or if we get like a single the week of. I will cover all of that on the channel, and we will talk about the Fear of Fear in full when it gets here. Let me know in the comments what you thought, which of the 3 singles are your favorites so far, thoughts on this new track, anything I may have missed. Let me know in the comments. Like I mentioned before, all of the support links, any sort of merch, pre-orders that you can get for the Fear of Fear, I will put in the description of this video. Spiritbox's music video that I used in the reaction portion of this, all that stuff can be found in the description, as well as my link tree, which will have my Patreon, the Twitch channel, invite for the Discord server, any link you may need related to my YouTube channel. It'll be there in that link tree. Twitch is on a little bit of a hold right now. I think that should be changing soon. I've been on a break. I haven't been able to record videos in 2 weeks, which obviously played into my streaming as well. But closing out the year, I've got a lot of big stuff coming for Twitch, for my Patreon, everything I offer, like Tier 3. I make playlists every month, update them monthly with 20 to 25 songs each playlist based off of the 4 fans of that you're looking for, stuff like that. So if you want to check it out, I'll be doing a stream somewhat soon. I need to get the date set in stone, but where I'll be visiting my patrons' favorite songs of all times on a stream, stuff like that. Should be pretty fun. So if you want to check that out, all of my links in that link tree in the description. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.